have pulled it too hard because it's got the longer head. Oh, whew. There's a lot of metal, sharp metal. I'm talking about anytime you deal with stuff like that, that metal is sharp, very sharp. So now I'm gonna grab these jacks, try to make sure they are the same length, and then come in here one by one. Okay, that's good for now. Right? So I want to explain a few things that I've done already. And yeah, my battery dead again. So I ran a 9Y conductor with the remote wire and 3 jacks. One of the jack I taped it to tell me it's a front, and then this other jack is different color, so I'm used for the sub. And I ran the power wire. I got power right there, and then I got accessory right there. Power meaning 12 volt, and then accessory. I'm gonna use the ground right there. I'm gonna ground it to this one for the ground. And antenna wise, they don't have antenna. They do have antenna from here, so I'm gonna ask the customer if they listen to the radio station, because we have to add extra stuff to there. But I don't want to take this off again. That's too much work here to completely take it out like that. So I am going to show you the back. So I'm here at the back. This is one of the wire that I ran right there. This is that 9Y conductor. The RCA jack, I'm gonna run it to those amp over there, as you can see right there. And then this wire right there, I'm gonna run it mainly since I'm gonna bypass the I'm gonna do a 4-channel amp anyway. I'm gonna run another wire, but I gotta tape this to where what this wire is, so I don't get confused. This one I'm gonna run to 2 tweeters, okay? From the radio, I'm gonna run it to here. I already unplugged the wire right there. I believe one of these wires right there, I had to test it, and it's the tweeters wire, the 2 front tweeters. And then this one I'm gonna hook up to the 6.5 speaker on all 4 doors to the amp. And right there. Here's what I did. I hook up the white and white black together to the white right here, because this 9Y conductor means there's 9 wire. Basically, it's got 4 speaker wire, which is 4 times 2 is 8, because each speaker's got 2. And then you got 1 remote wire. I hook up the remote wire to the remote, the P cont right there. So that's remote wire. And then the gray I'm gonna put onto the tweeter right there, and then the white I'm gonna put it over here. If you're gonna do that, if you just gonna hook up the regular stereo, all you have to do is match all this color to the radio right there, and then to the back. But you will need the power and accessory for this one, because so I'm just now struggling working on this, and I had to use the antenna. It's confusing. It's a lot of work. As you can see, we got stuff tore apart right there in the back. It's crazy. I use almost every tool I got in here to get this radio working. And so I'm just gonna put everything back together. I'm gonna run the backup camera over here so I can get this thing, and then I'll put this thing to the subwoofer and everything, because I'm running 4-channel and a subwoofer. So here is the front wire that I ran over here. I got 8 wire, but I don't really need to use 8 wire. So I will need 5 wire, because blue is for the remote, and then I'm gonna use the white and the gray wire. So right here is the yellow blue is positive for the tweeter up top. So I'm gonna put the yellow blue to the white wire because it's positive. This is direct from the radio right there. I'm gonna run that to the tweeter to the radio output, and then the yellow gray is the negative side. As you can see, I don't cut this thing, just in case you want to put the old factory radio back, he can do that. And I'm gonna give everything that he has, so that way he can just sell his radio or do something with it. So I'm gonna tape it one by one. This is gonna be a long video because of that. And then the next one would be the tweeters, where the top right tweeter would be, the color would be brown green and purple brown. So you got brown green right there, and then purple brown. See, brown green is positive. I'm gonna just strip it, and then brown purple, purple brown is negative. So I want to test it. I just put you can use a 9-volt battery and do what I'm doing. This is literally just 9-volt. So it's tweeters. So I'm gonna put brown green to the gray, just like so. I'm gonna tape it. You can see it probably better right now because I just poked a small one. You can't even see, but it was bleeding earlier. My finger. This car got me use all my tools. I thought Cadillac was hard, but this is harder than Cadillac. I can't believe it. So the next thing is, if customer want to do something like this, I know how long to charge him, how much to charge him. Oh, mention purple brown is negative, which I hook up to the purple, to the gray and black. And then I got this wire right here that I ran to the amplifier, and I explained that more on that one. I'm just gonna cut it right here because it's too long. I don't want it that long, so I'm gonna run it about right there. I got a good cutter right here, and right, cut that. Use a blade. Don't push it too hard. Enough to strip it, and then just cut it right so. Push it back. Move all this cotton stuff, insulation, whatever you call that. I think I use a lot of whatever you call that because I didn't know what it called. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I got the blue wire that I got it from here. I'm gonna just tie it together so that way the blue wire got a close connection. Where's my wire? Right there, butt connector, crimp cap, whatever you call it. I use that word again, right?
Like your name.
So now I'm gonna hook up the white wire, which is the front left speakers, to the blue and brown blue. Blue and brown blue. Blue is positive. It'll be one of these right there. Blue, you see as blue on the gray plug. Just strip both of them already. And then I will test it just to make sure that it's the right stuff. Yep, that's the speaker. So I'm gonna strip this. Actually, I'm gonna strip all of this first, about an inch. Anybody who watches this video, they're gonna fall asleep. I'm telling you. So I got blue to the white because it's positive. Right there. This straight go to the amp right there. Whatever the amp send a signal to is going up to the front speaker. That's why I'm doing it. And then now, if you want to do the right way, I want to explain right here a little bit. If you want to run the, if you don't have an amplifier, this blue wire that I ran from the front, you can tap it to the same color as I mentioned over here. Like left front would be white, white right there. So the brown and blue is negative right there. You can just do the same thing as I did, but except this wire will go to your radio instead. That's only different. And I was planning like that, but the customer wants the 4-channel, which make it a lot louder. So now the right front is yellow and yellow black. So right front is on the same plug, the same gray plug. Yellow is positive, so I'm gonna use the brown, the gray wire. So yellow is positive. And then yellow black is negative. And these colors are not the same for the factory, so don't think, oh, I gotta put the same color. That's what happened to me back in the days, in the early 90s, and I did that. I thought it was the same. No, it's not the same. So now I got that. I only got 2 more speakers to go, which is the left rear and the right rear. So the left rear speaker would be green and green black. So green, we're gonna be coming back over here, okay, on the green plug. So green is positive and green black is negative. They kind of make it simple for us on some cars not. So I don't want to get confused with this too, okay. This one go to the amp. So the left rear is green go to the green and green black go to green black. That kind of match on this one. It doesn't happen often, but it does. I'm gonna do this one. I gotta get going. Huh?
I'm testing to see if it works.
Oh, yeah, I should have tested, right?
I won't tell you.
Yeah, well, it should be the right one, but yep, it's a right rear, left rear, so we got that right. Just make sure the one with the black is negative. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I noticed if I did a 30-minute video, people don't really finish the video. We have a statistic that we looked at how many people watch it and not watch the whole video. So now I got the right rear would be white and blue black. So white right here is positive. So I should have taped this earlier before so I don't get confused with this, because I never used this out of green and purple. That's from the front. So now white is positive, so I'm gonna hook it up to the purple, which is right rear. Now we're almost done right here, guys. So I'm gonna put everything back once I'm done. I got the cameras already ran and I didn't show you on that, but I kind of gonna explain a little bit about that if you ever hook up a backup camera for this one. But you know, when you do one full video, it's too long. Like I said, if it's anything more than 30 minutes, same me, I wouldn't want to watch it unless I watch a movie. Then I can watch 2 hours, 3 hours, it don't matter. Right here. So my video right here, I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna crop it in and go. So it's done right here. I'm gonna just leave it right like this. I'm gonna put everything back. I had to fix a little bit for them because of the okay. I'm going to install wire this thing up, the yellow wire to 12 volt, which is the radio right there, number 10. So you can see earlier, I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna test out which one is the 12 volt side. So I'm gonna put the wire on this side, okay? And I'm not gonna use anything, any tools, anything like that. So I'm gonna strip the wire. I'll show you. I do have another piece for it, but I'm going to use this. It's the same thing. It's not going to hurt anything or damage anything. I'm going to put it this side right there. If you're looking at from the back of the steering wheel, it's the right side. You want to put right there. So you got the yellow right there on this piece. On the right hand side, that's 12 volt. I'm gonna go out front and do my wire. I'm gonna put the ring right here. This is number 10. Just remove that and stick that in there and then tighten it back. That's for the power. Now for the accessory, I use 40. Oh, backward. For the accessory, I'm using number 40. Still back. For the accessory, I'm using number 47 right there. And if you on the driver's side right here, you're looking at it's going towards the passenger side. This will turn on when you turn the key on. That's for accessory for the stereo. I made a little bit of a notch right there so the wire don't pinch through this. And then my fuse, I put it right there, and I used a split loom, a wire loom for that, and everything's right there. So on the stereo part, I hook up as you can see, I hook up the white and the gray and blue for the remote. And then on this Kenwood, I had to use this light green for the parking light to the ground. And then I use the ground to right here to the metal. And then I do have power that I ran earlier, as I mentioned earlier. And then I got everything hooked up. I got the subwoofer to the SW, and then rear and the front jack. That's one thing I like about the Kenwood. And then I plugged the USB. And other than that, I hook up the camera wire, which is the purple and white is the remote camera, backup camera that send the signal to the radio to cut everything off to send the signal to the camera. And then the cameras are plugged in, rear view camera.
Yep.
So right here, I'm gonna plug it all back. Gotta have this one, on your brake light won't work. Try and plug it back. This should match evenly right there. And then I don't want to push this all the way yet. I want to make sure I got everything good to go and it just look right. I want to turn the key on, try to make sure it's right.
Dash.
Keys on the dash. I'll make sure before I stick everything in. Turn the radio on. Just need to push down some more to get the right thing.
And avoid high finance fees with low payment leases.
New 2023 Honda HRVs from $259 a month. New Honda Accords only $344 a month. Lindsay CRV SUVs from $379 a month. And Honda Ridgeline trucks are only $385 a month. And these are all with $2,000 or less in down payment and no high interest involved. Or we have two.
Yep, that's it. It's good. I just want to make sure that.
Looks like there's a screw goes underneath there. Is there?
Where?
Nope, you already put one in there.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
put screw in there already. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to push it in yet. Just making sure that. You know, when you put an aftermarket in a factory, nothing really perfect, but you want it to be in there. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
You see that gap? Oh, that clip is not even in there good. Right there, I need a better clip in there. It's not even in here, right? That's all you can do sometime. This don't have that metal clip. We'll look for that. That metal clip is missing, but that's good right now. Oh, here's my UPS man right here. He's off.
Right.
He's off duty. So what do you think?
You got me right, man.
Yep.
Sounding good.
Sup? It's sounding good now. Right now it's only on 20.
Yes, sir.
So it's a lot of setting with the Kenwood. As you can see, that's a basic setup.
Whew. Oh, really? That's cool.
Eventually, I just got this one. Keep the trash. I might put some right here.
Next.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. I didn't realize how good it sounded until you opened the back door. And you opened the back door, I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be loud as shit inside that car. Yep.
Look at that was outside with the
Yeah.